Hello, everyone. RPG Kingdom Kid here, back with some more Psychopaths Mandatory Happiness. In the previous video, we what did we do? It's been a while since I recorded. But yeah, oh yeah, we continued the story of this Tsurugi side. We did we're now the assistant to Nadeshiko. Or not, Kugatachi. Kugatachi is her name. Shika, where the hell I come up with that name? I think it was like, I don't know. Maybe from some anime or some other game I'm playing. But yeah. Also, I don't understand why the text never... I don't understand why the text is like this whenever I save prior, but oh well. Let us continue. We helped the staff using the drones they had available. They operate on an autonomous system, giving them a higher resistance against hacking. It was just what we needed. I can't remember if we figured out the cause of it yet. I don't know. With the help of those drones, we began accommodating the unconscious victims in the hospital wards. At the same time, we needed to pinpoint the cause of their illness. Okay, nope, never mind. We have not found the cause of the illness quite yet. Heaven's Gate was our first suspicion, but after we patted down all the patients and rioters, we couldn't find any of the supplements needed to make their dangerous cocktail. There are homes that yield the same results. Nothing. Instead of finding traces of a cause, we found more victims. At that point, we need to focus on rescuing them. This isn't part of my job. Let's split into a rescue team and a search team. Inspector Genoza, what do you think? Alright, I'll lead the rescue team. Kugatachi, you'll help bring in the victims. Understood. Whoa, what do I want for this one? Hold on, I gotta get to my thing. Okay. I want to volunteer to be on the search team. Wait a sec, I want to chase after Alpha. That's our top priority. Just put me on the search team. You're an assistant inspector. You're supposed to be with Kugatachi. Then put her on the search team too. Inspector Tsurugi has a point. If we can't find Alpha, more civilians will fall victim. If you both agree, then I guess I have no choice. In that case, Kagami and Masaoka, come with me. Okay, see you later, Tsurugi. Doll. Sorry, Masa. Gami. You too, Inspector Genoza. Go find our pup. Yeah, looking forward to working with you, Miss Mori. With pleasure. This is pretty impressive. All three of us inspectors working together. First and foremost, we need to minimize the number of victims, but we could only do that once we found out the reason behind their condition. Where did the drones bring the victims beforehand? That was our only lead, but we had to overlook that for now, though. Luckily, not all the civilians were in a comatose state. Some of them were okay, more or less. We asked them if they knew anything about what was going on, trying to get any leads. Those who could respond only complained of their problems. Others had much trouble communicating that they had to be taken to the hospital. This is bad. All the civilians are suffering from some sort of illness. There's a high chance that this is because of Heaven's Gate, but so far we have not found any suspicious medication on anyone. The Psychopaths readings show that their hues and crime coefficients were stable, so all the civilians we questioned were telling the truth. Which means it's either in the food or water. Could there be medication of some sort mixed in the food supply and drinks provided by everyone's AI secretary? That seems possible. Besides, it will be easy for us to test and get reliable results. We got a sample and passed it to Miss Kanamori. Her results came fast. The food you sent over contains the same components of Heaven's Gate. To make matters worse, the concentration is pretty high. It's alpha, no doubt about it. If the entire AI secretary system has been hacked, then there's really nothing we can do. Can we distribute supplies to the public some other way? The National Hospital operates by a different system, so it may be possible. We don't have enough manpower and resources to support all 40,000 civilians of Saddle Marine City. I see. What should we do then? Should we try evacuating the whole city? The underwater subway is already under Alpha's control. It will be difficult to evacuate all 40,000 civilians any other way. So we're stuck here without any help from the outside? Anyway, let's return to the Temp HQ and figure out our next course of action. Seems that is all we can do for now. Investigation was complete. We need to meet up with the search team at once. I knew that, but there was one more place I wanted to go to. Yukari's home. There had to be a clue there. But divulging in the past might conflict with the case. Before she had created Alpha, she was the prime suspect of the euthanasia case. What should I do? Should I check Yukari's home? I should investigate her. It was now or never. That's what I thought, at least. Sorry, but can I make a stop at my place? You want to check your home? Please, I'll return soon. I just have a hunch. Ask Inspector Genoza if you want. I have just permission. So if we come back here, I could stop at my home. It was bullshit. He never had made such a promise. And Miss Tsunami, being her prude self, probably sniffed out my lie and immediately contacted Genoza. Tsurugi said what? Regarding that, I might have promised him after all. Really? But why? Tsunami, do you think I'm just some blockhead who can't understand how people feel? Oh, no, of course not. It's just unexpected, that's all. Looks like we need to have a chat again later. Wait, Inspector Genoza, are you angry? Oh, great, now I've done it. Okay, so I'm going off for a bit. Understood. I'll head back and apologize to Inspector Genoza. Sorry. Genoza had known about the euthanasia case, about the Silver Project too, and also about her apartment being next to mine. So if I said that I was stopping by my home, he knew that I'd check hers too. Seemed like he didn't disagree with my investigation methods. Then I'll go with Inspector Tsurugi. Really? Why would I not? You are my assistant. You should be with me at all times. That's gonna get annoying. Oh, that's right. Never anticipated this would happen. Made me even more curious about her. Bring them along! Alright, can you come with me then? With pleasure. Kugatachi asked Mitsui Army to come along too. But someone needed to report back. The riders were concerned, but it didn't look like she would back out now. Miss Kugatachi and I head to my apartment. Of course, my real goal was to check Yukari's. I grew up in an apartment in the residential district. Though it was really close to the abandoned district, it was in a good neighborhood. No matter how you look at it, it's a pretty bland place, don't you think? I have this feeling like I've seen this before. What? To hear her say that, I stopped and looked back at Miss Kugatachi. She trembled a bit, her mouth agape, staring at the rooms behind the apartment complex. I cannot recall when or where I have seen this, but I remember this place. Why is that? Yeah, I wonder too. Was it because her memories were Yukari's? Anyway, let's go. My apartment is just ahead. There, that one. After we entered the complex, her trembling worsened. She kept rubbing her temples, dragging her feet forward, almost like she had consumed a huge dose of Heaven's Gate. I quickly came to her side and helped her walk to the elevator. The stairs were out of the question. I couldn't help but feel bad for her. She couldn't stand upright by herself, so I had to support her, and seeing her in such pain made me hurt inside. I know this place. In your eyes, this is my home. That's right. Then why am I... She stared at the door, never blinking. It was the door to Yukari's apartment. Next to it was mine. Of course, they were both shut. Due to her confusion, we unexpectedly lost some time. We need to hurry, so we could only check one of the parts for now. But which door should I open? Stop by Tsurugi's. Mr. Kugatachi, I'm going to have to drag you with me. I want to see my family. Of course. Sorry for being such a burden. Nonsense. It wasn't locked, so I opened it. Mom? Dad, are you guys home? You guys okay? Oh, hello. They were there, the two of them, sitting face to face at the dining table. No, only my dad was sitting. Mom? She was hunched over atop the table. She didn't respond when I called out to her. I helped Miss Kugatachi sit at one of the chairs, then rushed over to my mom. Gently shook her, calling out to her loudly. Hey, Mom, what's wrong? Wake up. Mom! No answer. She just gazed off in the distance, barely breathing. It was obviously a sign of the Utresis deficiency. My dad was lethargic too, and he didn't look healthy. Of course, no one was safe from the contamination food and water supply. Contaminated. They needed to be rushed to the hospital. But how? On top of that, there were probably other victims in the complex. We couldn't possibly handle this by ourselves. Miss Kugatachi? She wasn't here. It's like she was just vanished. Where did she go? I raced out of the apartment and into the hallway and noticed that the door to Yukari's apartment was open. Stepped inside to take a peek. It was empty. After Yukari disappeared, family moved. This apartment was probably unoccupied ever since then. Miss Kugatachi stood all alone in the middle of the empty room. She gazed off in the distance, her face a bit pale. It looked like she was trying to make sense of everything. I felt like I knew this place, but I guess I was wrong. Why did I think that? Who knows? More importantly, give me a hand. My mom is... Understood. And just like that, Miss Kugatachi was back to her usual self. She helped me carry my parents. With slow, steady steps, we head to the hospital. And we left the apartment. In the end, we're families the only ones to get infected. Still couldn't find the answer to that question. Right, perhaps only she held that answer. When we returned to our temp HQ at the hospital, it was like walking into the aftermath of a battlefield. Patients filled up the building all the way to the roof. Oh boy. What the hell is this? Tsurugi, can you help me? We're short-staffed. Who are those people with you? My mom and dad. They just contracted the illness. What? I will prepare a place for them to rest at once. In the current situation, it will be difficult to find beds for them. You should rest too. You don't look too good. I'm fine. Given the circumstances, I cannot lie down and do nothing. Same here. Taku, help me. There's too many people. Oh shit. Shortly after, all of us from Division 1 were called in for a strategy meeting. Alright, our jobs. The AI secretaries have contaminated the food and water. Victims suffer from intrusive deficiency like syndromes. In most cases, 40,000 people will contract the illness. Jesus Christ, I cannot talk. The hospital's management system is fully independent, so for the time being we're safe. However, we do not have the manpower to take care of 40,000 potential patients. Where in the abandoned district were they taken to? Sorry, but we haven't made much progress in our search. We can assume that the victims are still alive and well. Wherever they are, Alpha is sure to be there taking care of them. So he has no intention to kill? To them, they're reaching happiness. By poisoning the food supply and coating the city in that hollow, he has removed their stimulus response, creating a world void of stress. Tsurugi, did you notice it? The city's environmental hollow looks as harmless as the one that the ministry recommends for children's rooms. See, the other layer of the city hides its dismal truth by showing a happy front. Using hollows to remove all the stress from cityscape. He's gone too far, but somehow it reminds me of our own society. Tsunemori, as an inspector, such words will not be tolerated. Gino, you don't have to be so grumpy. Do you always get pissed off when you can't handle the truth? Watch your mouth, Kagari. Hold up. Now's not the time to argue. People's safety comes first. Isn't that right, Gino? You don't have to tell me that. But what exactly can we do now? Just do what we can, right? I almost said that in Genoza's voice. I was like, but then I didn't see his move. Anyway, let's move out. We won't solve anything if we don't do anything. Yeah, let's do this. To all civilians of Submarine City, currently there's a malfunction with the city system. I'm skipping this because it's just the freaking PSA. It's not PSA, it's at the Mitsune Army's broadcast, many people fled into the hospital. I can't believe how many people managed to endure their suffering till now. Oh, what the hell? After checking your ID and here, we will inform you of a nearby shelter. Please proceed there and wait for further instructions. We will soon provide water and food. Stop pushing. There's no need to be impatient. Hey, you, lady. Don't let go of your kid's hand. Public facilities are designated as shelters, like the hospital. Their management system and meal servers are independent from AI secretaries. But if Alpha wanted to, it wouldn't be hard for him to hack them. So necessities had to be brought in from outside the city. Gino shepherded the logistics of the endeavor. Alright, I'm skipping this because this is the same thing that we always see. The aircraft head for the shelters. What the fuck? Oh, never mind. This is still the same old bullshit that we see prior. Impressive. The people started to help one another, taking part in the supply distribution and caring for others. And it's not hopeless out just yet. No, it's still hopeless. I'm sorry, Pops, it's hopeless. Humanity is long gone and dead. Enforcer Kunizuka, how's the process of evacuating civilians to the shelter going? 50% so far. So 20,000 people have been evacuated. About the other half. There are a few possibilities. For one, some people may be wary and are afraid to leave their homes. The drugs they took affected judgment after all. The rest of the population would fall victim to the same pattern, either rioting in the streets or accepting their fate as comatose patients. It was only a matter of time. We need to get them to cooperate. Let's cook up some emergency food. Seafood? Should eat something nice and warm at a time like this. To all civilians, we are currently just blah 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 blah. Here we go, hot and fresh curry. Oh my god, what the fuck? Yeah, playing for seconds. Curry was my favorite. The aroma was unlike any food. As it bring drawn by it, more people started gathering around, but they didn't come forward, only staring at us. John, no need to hold back, kid. Hey, little boy over there. Kid looked like he was about 5 years old. Though he looked interested, his young mother grabbed his hand and hid him behind her back. Why are you all making that face at us? As if it's being poisoned, or as if it's been poisoned or something. Don't say such things, Shu. Have you forgotten how civilians are taught to think? Taught to think? Civilians are taught to think that the food provided by the house server is safe to eat. But homemade food is bad. It's supposed to make your hue cloud, remember? Which is fucking bullshit. I hate this part of the game. So, yeah, don't eat anything that's not made from hyper oats. Don't eat anything homemade, otherwise you get worse because fuck you, that's so fucking dumb. You're an assistant inspector, though. I wasn't enforcing an enlightened criminal until recently. Yeah, but they don't know that. So what? Wait, you're saying if a enlightened criminal puts their hands on it, then... Yeah, but how the hell are they supposed to know if you're a enlightened criminal or not? It becomes so oiled. Even though the hyper oats are used as emergency food supply, if it ends up the wrong hands... No, I'm serious. How the hell do they know if you're a enlightened criminal or not? How? Answer the goddamn question. Officer, though. Parents always laughed it off, though. My teacher was the same. He'd say you need to eat foods that keep your hue clear, but a home-cooked meal is always best. Generation before my parents knew how it had been before society shifted to self-sufficient hyper oats. But as the times changed, so did everyone else. It's into fucking pussies. Shoot, my curry recipe is passed down from my mom. She always made it whenever we had gatherings at my house. Each time I watched her, and that's how I learned it. And that's how you became a latent criminal? Idiot. How could you eat something affecting my hue? How could eat something affect my hue? On the contrary, it was only effective when I couldn't eat it. I stared at the kid as he looked back at me with eyes full of regret. What should I do? I have no choice but to taste it ourselves. Hey, Shu, show them there's nothing wrong with it. Great idea. So who will try it? Have Nadeshiko eat it. Can I, like, fast forward this? Yes, thank you. Because I know that she ate it and should not be any different from when she tried before, even if... Supply transfer complete. Clear for takeoff. It's me. What's up? I now released the Florida aircraft just departed. Next set of supplies will arrive in 2 hours. Only 2 more hours? There's no more space to store the containers. What do we do? Till the drones can get back up and running, we have no choice but to do it ourselves. Don't mind delivering these to those shelters, but I can't do it by myself. I know that. I thought this was an emergency, but we're just doing manual labor. There's no time to complain. The next aircraft will bring more supplies soon. We need to distribute these before it gets here. Distribute? Do we really have to? The hospital drones are operational, but the risk of them getting hacked is too high. Like the rent is too damn high. How about the cargo trucks? Currently we have secured 17 trucks. However, we haven't found anyone authorized to drive them yet. This Kunizuki had contacted the manufacturer of the trucks. Turned out they were all equipped with auto nav, so the chance of getting hacked was high. We needed drivers. Just have to drive. We can do it. But unfortunately, we don't have enough helping hands. You're gonna drive for each of the 17 trucks after all. You can't let enforcers drive solo. I have a driver's license, though. You actually driven before? I can't remember anything before I lost my memories. Well, that would be kind of dangerous then. What should I do? Ask for the public's help. Let's find us some volunteers. There has to be doctors, counselors, drivers, and many other skilled people at the shelters. I think they would help if we ask. I agree. We need enough manpower to care for the patients. And the more people who fill those roles, the more people we can prevent from falling victim to Heaven's Gate. Do you think they can help prevent the intrusive deficiency syndrome? It's only my opinion, but yes, to shorten the period of convulsions, they have to recognize their values and feel the significance of fulfilling their role. I don't get a word you're saying, but I know that having responsibility is important, so no good comes from having nothing to do. I will ask for the help from Tokyo, but even if support is approved, they will be too late. We need cooperation from civilians, so make sure to actively ask for their help. We should ask for volunteers when we deliver the supplies. Miss Kugatachi and I were on the truck that Mr. Unormori drove. Distributing the heavy containers to the emergency supplies was a hard task. I couldn't do it on my own, so... Please give us a hand. Let's ask for help. People gather around. They all worked hard, eager to offer their support. Miss Kugatachi, you're right. They all wanted to help. Of course, human beings can only live in a society that can function. To all civilians of Sumarin City, the Provisional PSP headquarters needs anyone who is willing to volunteer their help in this time of need. Hope everyone will be able to make a full recovery. Indeed. Inspector Kugatachi, please come. What's the matter? There's a new intrusive deficiency patient over there. Can you tend to her? Certainly. What the hell? Anyone who can arrange and distribute supplies, or has medical or nursing knowledge, or can drive, please let us know. Patient laid in the classroom of one of the shelters, surrounded by a family. She was a high school student, but that was hard to tell in her current immobilized state. Her parents were sobbing and crying out her name, but her little sister and grandmother just looked on with a dazed look to their faces. It's probably due to the drug. Excuse me, may I examine her? Patients were crying and begging for us to save her. Sister turned away. Seemed she still had some control, but all the bonds between sisters was hard to break. Meh. I was worried about the grandmother. She barely reacted when Miss Kugatachi tried talking to her. Said she just stared blankly at her granddaughter. Miss Kugatachi checked the Hughes and the entire family. after she told me that the grandmother needed immediate care and the daughter needed to be sent to the hospital. The younger girl glared at us and retorted, "So you're just going to leave my sister with a drone all by herself?" "Basically." "Then no," she said and held onto her sister's hand tightly. "I want her to hear my voice and know that I'm here for her." What? But can she even hear it? I asked that. She pursed her lips and held her sister. Her eyes were brimming with tears and her lips quivered. She was trying so hard to hold it all in. She couldn't communicate with her sister anymore. Because of that, she suffered. She probably thought this would never have happened. Talk to her. What? Somehow she must be able to hear her family's voice. I wasn't expecting Miss Kugatachi to say such things since she was told that she believed the intrusive deficiency was the utmost form of happiness. Not only that, but she started comforting the family's victim and suggested them therapy to treat their hues. She didn't seem like she couldn't understand emotions. The young girl started to wail, letting her tears finally fall. She couldn't hold them back after hearing Miss Kugatachi's kind words. And then her grandmother reacted. She held her granddaughter and started rubbing her back. She came too, back from the distorted world of happiness to reality. The victims were soon transported to the hospital. Family was also permitted to stay by her side. Of course, Mr. Kugatachi had to arrange for all of this. I was really surprised that you treated them like that. She had said that intrusive deficiency patients could only isolate themselves from the world or disappear from it entirely. So why? I think it is strange as well. Logically speaking, it is an ineffective and questionable course of action, but I just felt that I should have done it. Why is that? I can't really explain it. Sorrow muddies one's hue and gives pain, but it is wrong to break apart family bonds for such a reason. After she had said that, she suddenly blushed. I learned that from everyone here at the CID. From us? Humans don't live lives according to logic. Perhaps from their hearts or spirits, something that cannot be measured by their hues. That's the essence of life. What a fool. Just notice that now? Do you mind not calling me that? Fool. I won't call you that if I didn't approve of you. Miss Kugatachi clearly resembled Yukari. They were obviously different as well. Yukari was augmentative, effective, efficient, and opposite irrational thinking, which has Miss Kugatachi in a nutshell, and day by day she continued to resemble Yukari more. When I first met her, she knew nothing about her past and was cold and calculative, which is why she retrieved the nickname Miss Droid, but she was becoming more human-like. Woo. Okay, guys. I'm going to end the part off here. Oh boy. Well, there's some definitely some new scenes in here, so I'm happy with that. I'm very interested that we saw Tsurugi's parents, so that's nice. Yeah, definitely needed that for like the pictures and the scenes replay section. But anyway, all right, guys. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you liked the video, please give that like button a click. Comment down below what you like about the video, what you didn't like about the video, and let me know. How do you feel about seeing Tsurugi's parents like that? It was very interesting for sure. Guess the only way we could see this if he became a detective, so that's why. So yeah. And as always, guys, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a beat. And subscribe to my main channel, too. That's in the description below. As well as follow me on Twitter. Both my main Twitter, the RBG Kingdom Kid Twitter, are in there, too. I want to thank you all so much for watching once again. And I'll see you all next time.